Hey, what's going on, everybody? UltimatDjz here with another Teaching Trek video for you. Welcome in from the Talking Trek podcast, and I would like to welcome you here to day 4. We are in day 4 of Return of the MegaCube, and ladies and gentlemen, it has presented kind of like what we expected it to be. Days 4, 5, and 6, all about killing the Borgmadas, except an entire year has gone by. What has changed in the game? What research have you got? Is the territory research tree making a difference? Is your Vidar now maxed? Are your officers more advanced? Ladies and gentlemen, things have changed in the game in the last year, and today we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to bring up and turn the mics up of my Alliance chat. Good evening to Big Country. Big Country, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Good evening to you, sir. How are you? Oh, well, he
good,
was.
Man,
oh, there he is. Okay, and the room goes silent. All right, everybody, we're going to switch over into our game view. As we boot up here, we see still Spock there on the loading page. We're going to get into the game. As a matter of fact, I've got my ship in flight. I had to switch over screens, and so I got my ship in flight already going to the MegaCube system. Now, one thing that I want to demonstrate very, very quickly before we actually start on the MegaCube is... Big, we talked about it on the show. We tried to form a hypothesis. We said, and you said, and Ripper said, we were not going to be able to kill these things. However, things have obviously changed in the game because today we went out at Event Reset and we started taking a look at some of the uncommons and the rares and the epics due to the leaderboard event that we've got, and we found absolutely bonkers results. We found that these Armadas, just kind of reminiscent of the Separatist revisit. Remember when we had the Separatists come back after a year? And they didn't do anything, right? We were cutting through them like butter. So, I want to show this very quickly. Ignore my rating log there. Sorry, Mutineer. Take a look here very quickly at the number of Armadas that we ran, okay? I want to take a quick peek here, and I died. I want to show you, because I did a number of Armadas today in the name of science, and I'm trying to find where it started. Right here, okay? Right here is where we started. And I'm trying to look for all the different battle logs. It looks like most of them are here. Folks, I counted them up, Big Country. Today, we did 39 Armadas. And to show you, I want to show you a couple of these battle logs where you can see that I was definitely partial health. Okay, we'll take a look at this one here. You can see I was down, I was low on hull, but take a look. Do you see that little tiny... Oh, you can't see it. My cat's in the way. Hang on, there we go. Take a look at that tiny little red smidge right there. Guys, this was a level 30. All right, now that was an uncommon, of course. Let's go back and take a look at what one of the rares may have looked like. Oh, no, the rares were the 30s, weren't they, Big? That's what we did most of today. Here, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this 35 epic, okay? And, well, I was repaired on this one. I think I'm missing battle logs. This is ridiculous. I'm missing battle logs. God, these clients. Anyway, let's go back and take a look at this epic right here. And by the way, you're just going to have to take my word for it. I did 39 Armadas on a single hull today. It was a science experiment. I even put a clip of it in our Alliance chat. Even here on this epic, all right, running 5 and 6 and con is what I ran, but honestly, I probably could have subbed that out for something a little bit different, but you see the tiny little bit of hull that it took. I'm going to back up here and let's go back to another rare. This is one that I ran, and take a look. Let's see, where's my... There it is right there. That tiny little smidge of red. Guys, these aren't hitting, okay? Your Vidar is being maxed. If you take a look at this battle log, here is 6 almost max Vidars. We had one that was a tier 8, but you take a look at these things. Most of these are all maxed. Everybody running 5. We did run the 9 combo there to get rid of the criticals. We take a look in the battle log. All right, only 3 rounds. All right, 3 rounds, which is actually kind of crazy. You would think even probably 6 of 10 doesn't have time to get effective in only 3 rounds. So these Borgmadas definitely not packing the punch that they did a year ago. But why could that be, Big Country? Could it have been that an entire year of research, officer maturation, and ship upgrades have taken place? And here we are in the game a year later where these hostiles have not been mechanically changed. And we see them just like we did with the Separatists a year and a half ago. Separatists kicking our tails a year and a half ago, but now being very, very easy. Big, you had said on the show, I don't think so. You said it was going to take 20 runs to one-shot one of these MegaCubes. All right, now, this is the first one. I can say, honestly, our alliance did not run any of these today. We waited till we could do it on camera because these guys are great. I appreciate it, Big. Here we are, running our very first one. Now, we decided to try a specific crew, okay? And we are going after the Disruptor. I told you guys in the video that we had done once prior that these MegaCube targets behave differently. As a matter of fact, Big, someone pointed out to me that I didn't even have to do the math on it. Somebody literally said that they say down here at the very bottom, let me move my cat out of the way. They say down here at the bottom what they're powerful against. But what we pointed out in the video, man, was that as far as their defensive mitigation, there is no triangle here. Their armor, shield deflection, and dodge are all even at 40,000. What you had to be careful of is how this ship is going to come against you. So this started a conversation. Some people have been talking about Kang. Yep, that was my doing. Sorry about that. All right, I talked about using Kang. But now I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm second guessing myself, Big. Could Char potentially be better? Because this particular MegaCube Disruptor is especially powerful against explorers, making it behave like a battleship. So I thought, well, hey, maybe we'll try Char. It's behaving like a battleship. But again, that's only on its attack. Its defense, Big, is all even, 40,000 across the board. So is a triangle officer actually the way to go here?
Maybe. We'll see. Like I said, I don't remember us one-shotting him with Bedars, but well, for science, let's see what happens.
For science, we're going to see what happens. And honestly, I know that there's been some screenshots. A lot of people are trying Kang. I'm not going to say that Kang isn't going to be a good officer to use here. I think that we were talking with a couple of the guys and would like to welcome a few people in here in our voice. Hey, Cam, GD, Matt Dog, Obi-Wan, Vixie Wixie, and our favorite Borg pirate, Wardod. Good evening, guys. Welcome in to our video here tonight as we are taking a schwack at the MegaCube. Now, I would like to ask a couple of you guys, if this Borgmada, if this MegaCube target has even mitigation stats across the board, is a Triangle Buster the actual best officer to use in the third slot? I have to think that there could be maybe something better.
It may be like the other ones where it just doesn't really matter who the officers are. Who knows?
I guess it depends on how many rounds it goes. I mean, what we are doing here, let me go ahead and show what we are trying here. We're trying, and we're mixing it up a little bit, okay? So I've got 5 and 6 loaded, as does pretty much everybody else except for one, okay? The one constant, Big, that we know is that we do need a 9, a 9, 7, 8, I think is what we need. We need 9 of 10 with full synergy to be able to get rid of the crits, okay? So we know we need that. That's on one ship. All right, we're running a 6-man team. The rest of you guys are running 5, 6, and Kang, or did we decide to try Char first? I think we're trying Char, right?
Kang.
Oh, we are going Kang. Okay, so we're doing 5, 6, and Kang first. And we're going to check out the target's mitigation as it goes along. I decided to run Lorca in my third spot. Why would I do that? Because I'm looking for something to give our Armada a little bit of extra ump. If I can proc Hull Breach, then that's going to give our criticals a little bit of extra beef, okay? But it could be potentially something that doesn't matter on the attack part. Maybe we do look at something to help mitigation, is something to help our overall attack. I don't know if a Triangle Buster is going to be the way to go. We will find out in 8 minutes or less with the power of video. Meow, we'll be back in a second. Through the power of video editing, we're back here with about a minute and a half left on this MegaCube target. And what we're thinking here, and actually kind of what we had talked about during our break, was that it really, this is a unique target in the galaxy in that it has one-sided triangle benefits, okay? It's attacking us with the benefit of the triangle, but as far as its defense, it's even across the board, meaning for us and our penetration, our attack, I can't see a triangle officer. I'm afraid, Big, that we may have wasted our first test. that Kang may not be any different than Marcus or Charvanik because its mitigation stats are even across the board. So using a triangle buster for us may not actually have anything to do with how much damage we're landing on it. Now, if we were using an officer to mitigate damage, it'd be a little bit different. But since we are using it as an attack or a penetration officer, I don't know that this is the right one. We were thinking also possibly about Khan, but I guess what you were saying is it depends on the battle log, right?
Yeah, if it goes, 10 rounds or more, then I think that definitely get a benefit from that.
So we'll have to take a look and see if maybe Khan can provide us a little bit of benefit here. And then, of course, there is still possibly the idea of mixing your crew a little bit. I know that Big and I have talked about keeping it simple Simon, right? Having a universal crew. In this case, even still having the 9 of 10 card is different enough, but if you run multiple different crews with Hull Breach and Burning and this and that and the other and then Khan, you could get into some organizational problems. But we're going to take a look. Look, our timer is at 0. Holy shnikes, we did it! Big country! We one-shotted... Holy crap, look at our battle log. We one-shotted that MegaCube, and I took nothing. Did anybody take any damage? Ooh, look, some of you did. Oh, looky there. Starn even died. Guys, take a look. Now, listen, Big Country, when we came into this, you said, what did you say? You said, DJs, you got the weakest ship. You said that, didn't you? Take a look at this battle log, everybody. Take a look at that right there.
Yeah, you have the weakest ship.
I do, yeah. I do, in fact, have the weakest ship. I might have gotten lucky on the critical hit roulette. Guys, let's dive into the battle log. Holy cow, Big Country. 4 rounds. 4 rounds. I got to tell you, let me move the cat. Got to move the cat here to the middle. I got to tell you, 4 rounds, man, I don't know about Khan either. Okay, let's do some math here, everybody. All right, we're going to come down here. Let's see. Oh, daggone, stupid computer screen. Okay, let's start with...
Universe. These things are weak sauce.
These things are weak sauce. All right, let's take a look. First of all, I want to take a look at my mitigation, okay, right here. My mitigation, or rather the MegaCube's mitigation against me, because I am using 6 of 10, which we all pretty much were. Okay, so in round 1, 55.6 mitigation. Goodness, my computer screen killing me here. Okay, let's go down to the 3rd round. Lots of shots taking place here. I don't know. I guess Khan could maybe potentially. I mean, there's a lot of shots here. Let's go down to... my last shot. Where would it be? Not even in round 4. Round 3 is here. Our last shot right here. Ooh, look at that. 14 million. I like that. And it actually mitigated very, very little. Goodness gracious. Is that the power of 6 of 10? Mitigating only 16.9% after 3 rounds. Look at that, Hugo. Look, Hugo. 16.9% after only 3 rounds with 6 of 10. That is absolutely bonkers. You take a look at some of these others, but everybody was running 6 of 10, right? Obi-Wan was running 6 of 10. Wardod was running 6 of 10. We take a look. Daggone computer screen's killing me. Yes, Big, I'm going to have to agree with you. Weak sauce, all right? Now, we take a look at what it was doing mitigation-wise, all right, against, say, Cam, you were running Kang, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look at how your penetration went against yours. And you ran 6 of 10 also?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 18%. And your 6 of 10 is what tier? Tier 3? Go back and look here. Just taking a look at Cam's stats. His 6 of 10. That is tier 20%. That's tier 2 or tier 3? I can't remember. I think it's tier 3. That's what I thought. Guys, I got to tell you, the penetration officer, I don't think did a heck of a lot. Khan is not going to have a whole lot of time to proc. So, take a look at this battle log, Big Country. Let's formulate a new crew. And we're going to run it one more time, and then we'll compare these two battle logs to find out, ladies and gentlemen, if a third slot is even stinking necessary. I'm not sure that it is. 5 and 6 may be quite enough here after only 3 rounds. Now, again, keep in mind, these are maxed Vidars, okay? And some of the players that I'm playing with here, Big Country is an Ops 49. Obviously, he's going to have a little bit of research that's bumping him up there, all right? I'm an Ops 39. I got the weakest ship, all right? Which means that I'm going to guess that Starn and Wardon and Obi-Wan are probably in their mid to low 40s. 42, 43, 44. Cam, same thing there. You guys have probably 45. You guys have some strong ships, okay? So what are you going to do, community, if you're in the late 30s? I still think this is possible. It depends on your officer acquisition, of course. But guys, take a look. Here's 6 Vidars barely taking any damage. And yes, I know that these players are bigger Ops level players. But guys, even if you take 10, 15, or 30, or 50, or 80% damage, you're still going to beat this thing. You're going to schwack this thing because it's not holding up. It's not holding up like it did a year ago. Big, why don't you set the next crew? We'll set another 15-second timer, and we're going to come back and do it again. Come up with something berserk. A crew that you don't think could possibly work. And let's try it. What's it going to be?
I don't think it matters. I really don't. I don't think. I think it doesn't matter.
Look, he thinks it doesn't matter so much that he started a different. Oh no, that's somebody different. That's not our team.
Yeah, I'm just helping a teammate.
He's going against the photon cannon. Now let's check this out real quick. Is the photon cannon the right one to go against? Let's check it out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, it's okay. It makes it powerful against battleships. So that leaves the photon cannon being okay, the disruptor cannon being okay, which means, Big, is it the tractor beam that is bad news bears for interceptors?
Nope, I'm going to go with it doesn't matter.
You're going to go with it doesn't matter. Do you want to try a tractor beam?
Whole MegaCube. I'm going with the whole I'm going to do a complete 180 from last episode and tell you that the whole MegaCube is what we refer to in this alliance as weak sauce. Weak sauce.
Okay, so we need to change our crews, right? Let's do this. Big Country, name any crew you want within a realm of reason, and we are going to try the MegaCube tractor beam.
You know what? Here's the realm of reason I'm going to go with 5,
okay,
6, and nobody.
5, 6, and nobody.
5, 6, nobody, and I think we still.
Are we going to do it, the whole team, except for the one who's going to run 9? We still need the 9 in full synergy. Let's go with that. All right, so we'll do that, and the rest of us are going to run 5, 6, and nobody. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 15 minutes against a tractor beam with 5, 6, and nobody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a second. For science, everybody. Here we go. And welcome back, everybody. Meow. Here we are, 37 seconds left in Big Country's taunting of the MegaCube. Big Country is saying to the MegaCube, neener, neener, pumpkin eater, you are weak sauce. We find out here, and I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you. Here we are, 5, 6, and nobody just dancing in the face of the MegaCube. Not only that, Big, but we're going against the triangle by attacking a tractor beam target. 8 seconds left, Big Country. Any final words?
In the bag. Weak sauce.
Weak sauce in the bag, everybody. Let's see what happens. Bam! Take that, MegaCube! Bam! We killed it. And again, Big Country, you may have in fact been accurate. We took nothing. We took absolutely nothing. At least I didn't. I know I'm the weakest ship, and I took nothing. Look, even our 9 crew did not die that time. You take a look here, folks. 6 maxed Vidars. I take that back. 5. Well, we did have 6 that time. Who leveled their Vidar in the last 15 minutes? All right, here you go. Level tier 9 Vidars all the way across the board, okay? Very, very little damage. Now, let's just very briefly go through these crews. Let's make sure everybody was honest and held true. There's Big Country at 5 and 6. Another, that one was 6 and 5. Maybe 5. Oh, you know what's because they're loaded on the opposite sides. Okay, anyway, 5 and 6. There's our 9 crew, which we knew that we needed. All All right. And then another 5-6. Everybody told the truth. Let's go into the battle log. 3 rounds, Big Country. 3 rounds. Now, I want to draw a couple of points of attention here. Let's take a look at some mitigation. All right, Big Country. Let's see if your mitigation was impacted in any way, shape, or form. The Armada mitigating 54% of your shot in round 1. Let's go on down here. Of course, notice, folks, we're not taking any criticals from the MegaCube. That is, listen, we're teasing the MegaCube. We're talking about the 5-6 nobody, but we just watched another Armada fail without the 9 crew. That is, Big Country, to coin a phrase, the linchpin. 9 of 10, full synergy. I kind of feel like it doesn't matter what else you got. Obviously, mitigation. All right, mitigation is helping a lot. But I'm here to tell you, Big Country, with 5-6 and nobody, we still spanked this thing, didn't we? 17.7% mitigation from the MegaCube against me. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you put in a third slot? We were talking about that during the break. I have no flipping clue. I'm here to tell you that Kang, Char, or Marcus, none of the 3 of them. I know that there's information out there. Heck, I know, Big Country, that I contributed to the rumor. I said, hey, try Kang. Kang sounds great. Wrong. Okay? Mathematically, there's no reason for Kang to work. All right? Kang goes against interceptors. We are fighting a MegaCube target in a disruptor. That's what we're using, was the disruptor. We did the tractor beam this time. But the disruptor is violent against battleships. Okay? That's why we choose the disruptor. It's violent against battleships, but it's defensive mitigation. And this is true for all of them. Let's look at the tractor beam. 40,000, 40,000, 40,000. Folks, the triangle is flat when the MegaCube is defending. So you increasing your penetration on any one of these 3 categories does nothing. All right, at least nothing more than their counterparts. Marcus is equal to Char. Char is equal to Kang. Kang is equal to Marcus. All right. The reason that we talked about Kang is because we kind of got it twisted in our heads about Battle Triangle. But this is one of the only targets in the game that is one-sided triangle. It is attacking us. So, Big Country, if we were going to put an officer in that third slot, it would need to be something that enhances our defense. It enhances our mitigation. Some people are running 7 of 10. I personally think that 7 of 10 is a wasted slot, but obviously it can be wasted. We just ran it with no third officer. All right, so 7 of 10 is going to boost some health stats. That's going to boost your mitigation. It doesn't matter because your mitigation is going to cap out at 71%. All right, what else could you put there that could potentially... I mean, listen, with 5 and 6, your mitigation's already capped out. What are you going to use, Big? Is there an officer that extends hull? Is there an officer that extends shield? I mean, there's literally nothing useful to put in that third slot. What do you think? I can't think of anything. Honestly,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you want, folks. Whatever you want. The message here is clear. If your Vidar is maxed, you got this in the bag. Okay? That's the message. I know, and I've seen screenshots today. I've seen screenshots with people running mixed crews, Big. Vidars and jellies. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is just like the Swarm Armadas. This is how the MegaCube was intended to be last year, was Vidars. The Vidar was designed for this target. Last year, the difference was we didn't have the officers and the ship was not maxed. Ladies and gentlemen, hear us. The Vidar is key. Don't put a jelly in there. All right? Take a max Vidar, 6 of them ideally. I bet 5 would be a challenge. Okay? I do think 5 would probably maybe be more challenging. I don't know, Big. Do you want to try one more? I don't think we need to be honest with you. But you know what? I say this. Do we have a couple of players in like their upper 30s or mid 30s with a maxed Vidar that we could run 5 players? If we do, maybe that would be one last test. A 5 team in the 30s with max Vidar. Obviously, we'll have to have a 49 because he's the only one that's got the directives. So we're going to have Big Country. But everybody else, can we do it? Do we have the players to do that, Big?
We can try and make it work.
All right, folks. We're going to take another break. 15 minutes, back in only seconds because that's video magic. Meow. We'll be right back. And through the magic of video, yet here we are again. All right, now we got 3 minutes left on our Armada timer. The first thing that we were talking about during the break, and I wanted to come back in and show you just real quick, just for funsies, Big Country. Let's come down here and take a look at the last one we just did. Going down into the third round, I want to show off a critical shot from one of our players, which was just bonkers. Now you can see there's a couple of criticals in here, 12.5. 10.2. These are looking good. But, bam! Look at that, Obi-Wan. That critical right there on the kinetic gun at 49 million. Folks, the Vidar ain't no joke. She's punching her weight this year, isn't she, Big?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's not Weaksauce.
That is not Weaksauce, all right? Now, listen, we've got a couple of minutes left on this timer, all right? I wanted to remind you of this test that we did with 5, 6, and nothing, all right? I'm going to come back and remind you of the first test we did with 5, 6, and Kang. All right, and we talked about some of the mitigation there. I want you to keep that in your head because we decided to run a new test now with 5, 6, and Char. Now, you're going to notice one or two different things as well. What we noticed and what we did here, and Big, we've got a 6th man in our team. So can you message our guest and see if he can bounce himself on out. Guys, what we've got here is Cam is running the Armada because he's got the directives, all right? Really, what I wanted to do with this test was all mid to upper 30s, okay? Just to kind of give you a little bit better of a semblance of what you're going to be looking at here with some other alliances, or some of the other alliances on other servers where you don't have a bunch of 40s levels players running it. However, Cam's got the directives, okay? So we got a 44 running it, which means we've got 6 slots. However, we are going to run with 5 members because we had 1 Armada member show up. And I know that nobody else in the galaxy knows anything about people that don't keep up with the Alliance chat. So we're going to see if we can get one of these guys to bounce out, hopefully here in the next 50 seconds, Big, if you can make that work. So that way we can simulate this test. There we go. Thank you, Cristal. I owe you one, buddy. That way we can simulate this test with 5 players. That's what we're running. Even though we have a 44, it's a slight anomaly, I know, but we're going to run with 5 players. We are still running max Vidars, okay? Still running max Vidars. So, because again, at 35, 36, 37, you probably should have your Vidar maxed. Now, we're all running 5, 6, and Char, except for Swindy right here, who is running the 9, 7, 8 combo. Folks, I think that we discussed earlier, that is the must-have. You have to have it. And if our theory holds, Big, here in 12 seconds with a 9, 7, 8 and a 5-man crew, mostly with max Vidars and mostly in the 30s, I think we still take out this disruptor target. Big Country, what say you?
Yeah,
did we get it?
Easy peasy.
Did we get it? No, we didn't. We came very close, but we didn't get it. So, folks, here's what we're showing, all right? Let's go into the battle log. Now, listen, there could be 2 reasons. It could be that we just didn't have the power, right, Big? It could also be, maybe, Char did not do what we wanted her to do. Let's check the mitigation here very quickly, okay? We're going to take a look at Cam. He started us off. 314 divided by 4246 101, mitigating 53%. Now, let's come down to the end because we know that 6 of 10 is going to have an impact. You can already see we went 6 rounds instead of 3, but that could easily be attributed to running a 5-man team instead of a 6. Let's go all the way to the very last round. We're going to check Cam's shot. Cam just got destroyed right here, so let's go up and find Cam's last weapon shot. And we're going to check the mitigation there and see if Char had anything to do with it, okay? Here's Cam right here. I can tell you right now, definitively and without a doubt, Big, Char, Kang, Marcus, it doesn't matter. Look here, folks. With the boost to penetration that 6 of 10 is offering, you are seeing here, even with Char, even with Kang, we'll look at the other battle log here in a second, it does not matter. We're down to 17.6% mitigation. This is on same officer, same Cam ship, okay? The mitigation is dropping. What literally happened here is that we didn't have quite enough oomph to survive the extra shots. And that big is coming with some of that post 40 level research, some of the post 40 level Armada bonus. All right. So what you're seeing right here, folks, is that it is certainly possible to one-shot this MegaCube. 5 members is going to be really, really tough, okay? If you go at it with 6 guys and gals, all right, and 5 and 6, along with a 9, 7, 8 crew, you've got this. Now, some people are going to say, well, I don't have 5 or 6. Well, those are pretty daggone important. If you don't have 6, then run with, what do you think, Big? A 5, 7? All right, you need to have 5 of 10 in the captain's chair with that mitigation. Now, 6 of 10 is definitely going to help, okay, for sure. If you don't have 6, then you definitely want to run with one of those one of the attack penetration officers, Kang, Marcus, or Char. And we have seen some evidence, some people saying that Kang is better. We're now showing that Char is just as good, but seeing that 5 of 10 uses health, Char may be a decent option just as she's going to boost that mitigation a little bit more. 7 of 10 also boosting your health, so you're going to get some good extra oomph on your mitigation there. All right. If you don't have 5, you're just in trouble. Okay. But that's what I think we're big. If we were putting this on a chalkboard or a dry erase board, and we were going down the bullet points, we say a 6-man is probably needed if you want a 1-shot. Now listen, if you want to 2-shot this thing, run it with 5. Okay. But if you want to 1-shot it, a 6-man team, somebody's got to run 9, 7, 8. Everybody else should be running 5, 6, something. Okay, and I don't think it's going to be Khan, Big. Your final thoughts as we get ready to wrap up today's video?
Like I said, I don't think it matters. I think, just like you said, keep it. It's whatever you want to use, 5, 6. It doesn't matter. What's important, 6-man team and 1 person with 9 max energy.
Yeah, we're avoiding those crits. Folks, that is our breakdown on the MegaCube. I appreciate you hanging out and sticking with us for some testing. And hopefully Snake Eyes doesn't kill us too bad with all the edits that we have to give him here. But some good testing. I want to thank the members of Think. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Big Country. And everybody else, all the crew that got to hang out today. What's up, you got? Frozen Space Captain and Swindy. Thank you for being the sacrificial lamb right there. You can see there's your 987. All right, folks, some good information here. If you would please be so kind, smash that like button, give us a big old thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, click on the little bell notifier, leave your comments down below. We will answer your questions as quickly as we're able. By the time you're watching this video, don't fret. You still got 2 more days, and it may possibly be that Scopely is still maybe possibly going to give everybody 1 free pass at the MegaCube, even if your server may have missed that server milestone. I don't know. It could be. I'm just saying I might be giving you a sneak peek at something I shouldn't have done. Which means now you gotta like the video. My name is UltimatDjz. This is Talking Trek Live, Star Trek Fleet Command's official podcast with a subset here on YouTube, Teaching Trek. I'll catch you on the next one. Love you, man. See ya. Bye, baby Borgies. Meow.